Yo. Okay, I'm going to be addressing the problems with crawfish and just my criticism because I made the past video. Some people may have seen it, and I was told by admin that it was just me yapping and there wasn't really any substance to it. So I'm going to be very clear and direct with this. First off, combat. Combat, in my opinion, is fun. A lot of people dislike it. I don't understand why. Besides these two main problems. Problem one is the getting stuck in place bug. Everybody knows about that. I'm pretty sure even the owners know about that. It needs to be fixed. It's been here for like months. I don't know what's happening there. Then there's a problem that most players probably don't know about, which is move stacking. It's not apparent right now because most people don't have skills, or if they do, they don't have many. But later on, like I've fought Stig, he could just move stack until you die. Later, combat late game's just going to be whoever could land their one combo first, which is really bad. There needs to be global CDs like 10 seconds between the time you can land each skill, if that. And depending on the skills, some skills should have longer CDs, like base skills, because a skill that's doing like 50% of an HP bar for most players should not have a 15-second CD. It doesn't really make sense to me. Another thing is strength scaling. We've tested it. It does 5 strength, gives you the same as amplification, which I can't really understand. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Next, QTEs. QTEs, in my opinion, is one of Crawfish's biggest flaws. And I know every single person that plays Crawfish does not like QTEs. If anything, it makes you not want to fear RP or anything because you're scared you're going to get a QTE for doing said thing. People are always worrying about getting a QTE, which isn't a good thing. Your whole experience, you could have hundreds of hours, your whole experience could end up to dying in a QTE. I know this, you guys are never going to remove QTEs, but I think QTE should be revamped into a way where it's either way easier, where like it's really just your fault if you fail it, or it should be your fault if you're getting it, because you could get it for like the most random stuff. You should only be getting these if you're doing a lure action, or you're like really in somewhere you're not supposed to be. What QTEs are meant to be is said by LT. Cursors attacking you that you can't see. If anything, people with CE should not be able to get these QTEs, and if they are, they shouldn't be def QTEs. It should just be a quick attack from a curse and then they get knocked, because it's honestly just not fair. But I think QTEs like that, and then QTEs for like smaller tasks like searching a bin or whatever, are way better. Next, the quantity of PDs and the consistency. Crawfish has a problem where they'll do 4 Shibuya PDs in a day and 1 Minato PD in a day. There is no scheduling. It's just whatever they feel like in that given day. If we just had scheduled PDs, it doesn't even have to have an exact time, but like if we had to confirm, I don't know, 2 Minato PDs and 2 Shibuya PDs in a day, that everybody would be happy with that. And then, you could add stuff like every Friday you have a school PD or whatever, because there is no school PDs, there's no club PDs anymore. But if you had a schedule, you would have stuff down like that, and stuff would actually happen. Because I've never seen, the school is only at the start of the game, and it feels like it's been given up on. Next, the what's inside QT these PDs. For example, Minato. I'm going to go over that first, just because I'm a Minato player. This is an RP game, but we never get a chance to RP. It feels like I'm playing just a normal game. 90% of my experience in Minato is just trying to survive. I understand it's meant to be scary and it's higher risk for higher reward, but you need to give us time to RP, because I've RP'd every chance I get, but I don't have enough time to do said thing. I just don't. Next, 1 second. Let me catch my breath. Uh, Next is like the curses in these PDs, not the NPCs, but the players. They really do not make sense most of the time. Players do not like fighting a broken curse that one-shot you. If you want to make it fun for the players to fight, which should be the goal because this is a game, make it tanky, give it a reasonable moveset that makes sense, and then let the players fight that with like decent damage. Because a curse, you if you know, you know, a curse turning invisible with somebody on their back running around, then turning reinvisible, one-shotting people, and then running around again is not fun. For that curse, I'm pretty sure it's public knowledge actually, yeah. That fight would have been way better if the curse didn't turn invisible, or you had it in a way where they spawned the NPCs. Once we kill the NPCs, the curse itself came, fought us, came back, and we just had waves like that, and people would die over time just for not being able to last that long. Instead, we had to fight those, and we had this random guy coming in, one-shotting us, which I can assure you was not fun. Next, RP does not feel rewarded in these PDs at all. For example, I know you guys don't like lore hunting for I don't know, CE skills or skills like that, but sometimes it should be reasonable because people are getting more rewarded for just sitting there and killing curses, which makes sense. But once a player has like a really planned out RP, which is really good, they should be able to make progress towards a skill or towards something. If it is planned out well, there should be some sort of progress you could get from RP, because this is an RP game. Most progress is just from, oh, fighting. I fought this curse, and with progression towards that side of things, I don't think it's consistent at all. Or LT have there's either little communication or there's no way for LT to track a player's progression. For example, myself, right? I've been playing this game for a while on this slot. I had like at least killed 10 curses, right? Whatever. And I was a part of big PDs, like the Finger Bear PD. I was in there. I survived it. 1 out of 5 people. Then, later on, I grab a group of people. We go to Minotaur. Every single person in that group, besides me, has made progress. They have gotten, not all of them, but some of them have gotten full body amplification. And I've killed around 40 curses. I have free encounters attacking a player curse, not at like actual player, but at lore active curse, and have done other things that I will not say due to metagame reasons, but and just straight RP, and I have not been rewarded for it at all, which I know could be considered complaining. I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just like giving an example. It's mostly by chance when there should be progression. The way you could do this is, if you see a player fighting a curse or whatever, you could have like a note system or whatever, or like, I don't know, a progression system to an extent where like once you see somebody, instead of just straight up giving them something like amplification, you could give them like, oh, they're 25% way there, and give them like a point in the game. I don't know how you would handle this, but whatever. Then but yeah, and also the scheduling of these PDs. Some of them are at 2 a.m., which, not gonna lie, I don't care, but these EST people, like, they're fried. They cannot show up to these PDs. And then, yeah, it's mainly the main problems are you're not really rewarded for RP, and you're rewarded for killing these curses, which you should be rewarded for killing these curses, but RP should also be an option just because it's an RP game. I don't think you should change how much people are rewarded for killing these curses because they're hard to fight and people die a lot, but I feel like you should make RP itself more rewarding. And that's pretty much it. If these problems are fixed, I feel like the game would be a lot better. Also, yeah, that's pretty much it.